What's up, everybody? Brothers, sisters, psychonauts, and seekers of truth. It is Ananka, and welcome to my bazaar. Today, I am going to be reading the Norse legend, The Theft of Freya's Necklace. This version comes from the book Viking Spirit by Daniel McCoy. With all that being said, let our story begin. While out walking one day, Freya happened to come upon a craggy boulder that was known to be an entrance to the winding caverns where the dwarfs lived. On this particular day, the rock had been left askew, and she snuck a peek down into their subterranean forges. She couldn't help but notice that 4 dwarves were forging a gorgeous golden necklace. It was almost completed, and had already been inlaid with the finest, most brilliant jewels she had ever seen. Before she knew it, she had made her way down into the cave, and had struck up a conversation with the smiths about their work. The 4 dwarves were named Alfric, which means accomplished, Dvalin, which means short, Berling, which means short beam, and Grer, which means bellower. They refused Freya's offers to purchase their handiwork with gold, silver, and other treasures. But when the exasperated and covetous goddess asked if there was anything at all for which they'd be willing to sell the necklace, the dwarves smiled knowingly at one another and then back at Freya. They would only give her the necklace, they said, if she would spend one night with each of them in turn. As repulsed as Freya was by the grimy, sooty, and just plain ugly dwarves, her lust for the necklace overcame her aversion to such an unwelcome deed, and she consented to the dwarves' terms. 4 days later, Alfric, Dvalin, Berling, and Grer handed her the necklace, which was called Brisingamen. She took it back with her to Asgard, and acted as if nothing out of the ordinary had happened. But the scheming Loki found out about Freya's necklace, and how she had come to be in possession of it. He told this to Odin, who commanded Loki to pilfer the necklace from his wife and bring it to him. Loki protested, saying that Freya's bedroom was impenetrable due to how jealously Odin himself had her guarded. But this only angered the chief of the gods, and he repeated his command to Loki, this time more sternly than before. Loki gave in and sulked away. After a great deal of wayward brooding, however, an idea finally came to him. Night fell. Loki took on the form of a fly and slipped through an almost imperceptible crack in the door to Freya's chambers. Inside, he found Freya and all of her servants sleeping soundly. But the goddess was sleeping on her back with the necklace around her neck, and the clasp was underneath her. So Loki turned into a flea and bit the goddess on the neck. This woke her up just enough that she turned onto one side, exposing the clasp to the necklace. Loki changed back into his regular form, delicately peeling the necklace off of her neck without waking her, and tiptoed out of the room through the door without waking anyone. Freya awoke in the morning to find that her door was ajar and her precious necklace was gone. When she deduced what had happened, her shock turned to anger. After throwing on a robe, she stormed into her husband's court and demanded that he return the Brisingamen to her. But Odin was unmoved, and said that, because of the manner in which she had obtained the necklace, she didn't deserve to ever have it back. Unless, he added, feigning the sudden arrival of the idea, you can pit 2 kings, each with 20 other kings in their service, against each other. Enable great heroes to rise among men and fill the ranks of my armies in Valhalla." Freya agreed to these terms, and before long she had incited the kings to battle, and a mighty feud ensued that claimed untold lives. The Brisingamen, unparalleled among all pieces of jewelry, became Freya's once again, and she wore it proudly from that day on. Alright, everybody, that is the end of our story. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Check out the other videos and playlists on my channel, and I will see you in the next one, fam. Deuces.